Good morning, students. Today we are going to read chapter 2 of History, Rise of Socialism and Russian Revolution, part 6. Russian Empire in 1914. As we have read about the 1914 Russian Empire, still we will remind it. Connection by 1914 led to Russia's entry into the First World War on the side of France, the United Kingdom and Serbia against the German, Austrian and Ottoman empires. The Russian Empire functioned as an absolute monarchy until the revolution of 1905 and then became a de jure constitutional monarchy. Tsar Nicholas II ruled Russian Empire in 1914, as we have discussed in our previous slides also. Now let us read about the February Revolution. There are two revolutions we will read in this chapter: February Revolution and October Revolution. Let us read first about the February Revolution. It took place in Petrograd. Do you remember that I told you St. Petersburg, named later Petrograd? What were the problems there? Food shortages problems. Women demonstrate there. Striking workers join in demonstrations, call for general strike. Then soldiers fire on demonstrates, but following day join revolution. By 28th February, Tsarist ministers are under arrest. Nicholas dissolved the Duma. Now, this was the parliamentary body, and this body was first made by the Tsar because when he thought that now his rule is not possible in future, some problems he was watching, and he was watching as the people, they want socialism in Europe, socialism in Russia even. Then he took an intelligent decision of making Duma, and he deputed the Duma, a parliamentary body, but he never let it run as successfully. Duma Nicholas dissolved Duma, then abdicates, offered crown to his brother Michael, but offer was rejected by him. Duma represents propertied classes. Now let us read about again. In the winter of 1917, the conditions in Russia worst. The workers started many strikes. The capital city of Petrograd got divided. On the left side of the river Neva was there. In left side of the river Neva, they were fashionable people, they were living there in these areas, and the right side, the people those were living there, they were workers and factories were also there, and people, they were living in very bad conditions. On the 22nd February, workers in 50 factories called strike. They started to do the strike. On 25th February, the government suspended the Duma. Again, next Duma's headquarters were ransacked. Now, let us read about the after February, what happened there after the February Revolution. Army officials, land owners and industrialists were influential in the provisional government formed. The liberals as well as socialist workers towards an elected government. Vladimir Lenin returned from the exile. He was in the exile, but now he came back. He and the Bolsheviks declared war to be closed. Now, land is to be transferred to the peasants and banks to be nationalized. This is the Lenin's program. Lenin's 3 demands were there. Which demands of the Lenin were there? You will prepare one questions. that which were the three demands of Vladimir Lenin when he came from the exile. The first demand, you will say that war to be closed. Second, land to be transferred to peasants. And third, banks to be nationalized. Through the summer workers movement spread, traders union grew in number, soldiers committees were formed in the army. In June, 500 Soviets sent their representative to All Russia Congress of Soviets. The provisional government started to arrest groups now and strikes and union leaders. Now, because power was coming in provisional government, the Bolshevik and the Petrograd Soviet agreed to a socialist seizure of power. They led seizure of power of Russia now, because Lenin wanted to come in power. He don't wanted power with the provisional government. Thank you. Next we will read in our next slides.